What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Bishop War College issue number 3. Throughout this limited series, what we have seen so far is Bishop and Tempo. They have disappeared from Krakoa, while Orchis was making their play attacking Krakoa from underneath. Tempo's powers, they go crazy. This lands Bishop on Earth 63. An Earth where all the heroes, all of the X-Men at least, are black. Very confused on where he is and what is going on, as he starts to truly understand what is going on where he's at. Back on Krakoa, they are fighting against Orchis, and we are about to learn exactly what their plan is underneath Krakoa. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are on Earth 63. We are at the Quiet Council chambers. Both of our bishops standing before the Quiet Council. This is where Charles Xavier, he goes ahead and they share histories. They are learning about Bishop's Earth, while Bishop is learning about theirs. Past, present, and future. They are coming to understand exactly who our Bishop is. After the Quiet Council has seen the world that Bishop comes from, they wonder how he could live in such a place. In a world with so much pain and cruelty. It's no surprise to them that Sinister is a jerk in all universes. Emma Frost seeing that she was white, absolutely shocking her. But Bishop is only caring about finding Tempo, about finding Heather Tucker. But on this Earth, Tempo is not on Krakoa. On this Earth, she is not a mutant. And so now Bishop is concerned that he might not be able to get home. As we jump back over to Earth 616, we are at Orchis Station, as Moira has a conversation with Fei Long. They are discussing the situation with the Strucker twins. But they need them right now because they are trying to dig into Krakoa. What they are trying to find is the pit. That is because they want to release anybody who is down there. But we all know that Sabretooth and the others, they have long made their escape. More than that, the Blightswill that they have been spraying all over the place. This is weakening Krakoa. It is driving Krakoa insane. But this is all building up for them to do their final strike. One final blow, and the mutants will lose everything. As we jump underground in Krakoa, we see that Andreas has been absorbed into a mass. A gigantic monster. But his sister sits here ready to fight, pulling out a knockout gas grenade. She detonates this, throwing on her gas mask, and Amass and the others are completely knocked out. Now having two of these kids prisoner, they continue their work. They continue to drill. Elsewhere underground, we have Wrongslide, who has saved the other kids. And they are seeing that the Blightswill is weakening Krakoa itself, that they are poisoning the island. They believe that this might be one of the reasons that they are down here, but it doesn't explain why they are still drilling. That's when it clicks that they are headed for the pit. Now they don't understand that Sabretooth and the others, they have already escaped, but they don't know this yet, which means they are going to try and stop them no matter what, because they believe if Sabretooth is let out, there will be a massacre. Back on Earth 63, we have Bishop, who is talking to Xavier and the variant of himself. They are talking about how Tempo here is not a mutant. She is a geneticist, one of the most brilliant in her field. But if Tempo is here, he must go find her. He must find out what is going on before they go through the gateway. This is where Destiny shows up. Destiny is saying that I don't know you. And the threads of time are very difficult to read, but something stands out. She doesn't know him or his worlds, but there is a darkness ahead. That much is very clear to her. Something is coming for Bishop. Something is coming for those he loves. But Bishop understands that this is something that is not new, especially on 616. In his universe, this is a constant. This is where they go through the gateway and they end up in New York City. We are seeing a world that is united. Mutants and humans together, they did extraordinary things. As they make their way to the Tucker Clinic, this is where they run into Heather. Bishop coming up to her, letting her know that I know who you are. I know who you really are. This Earth's Bishop telling Bishop to back off, that she's not the Heather you know. But our Bishop is very much convinced that Tempo is just messing with him, that she's playing some kind of game. But before they can even get into this, the wall explodes. With that explosion, we have 4 individuals that show up. These 4 are working with the Human Liberation Front, that all mutants must fall and humanity must rise. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This one was relatively short. It didn't really push the plot forward in a lot of ways, but we are getting a better understanding of what Earth 63 is all about. While it seems like they have a relatively good society, they still fight against a lot of the same things that 616 does. We're seeing that even in a universe where mutants and humans come together, there are still dissidents. There are still those that would fight against this collaboration, that believe humanity is a superior species. Whether it be a fear of being replaced or being wiped out completely, the Human Liberation Front now fights against everything. They fight to take what they believe is their rightful place on this planet. And so before Bishop can actually do anything, he is gonna have to fight what is right in front of him. Well, Orchis, they believe they are headed down to the pit. They think they are going to free Sabretooth, free all of the exiles, and let them do whatever it is they want to do. They have no clue that Sabretooth has already escaped, that he has found variants of himself, and he is already about to wage war on Krakoa. And so while this plan isn't going necessarily as they had expected, the goal is to release Sabretooth. That's all they wanted to do. Once they do this, then they think that all of it will go falling down, that they will do their next strike. The question is, how long before Sabretooth makes his way to the island? Because regardless, Orchis is going to get what they want. Even if they don't have the knowledge of the pit and Sabretooth already being released, it's going to work to their advantage once Sabretooth does come down and tries to bring down Krakoa. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Bishop's War College, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.